Clemento's Pizzeria, family friendly, awesome for a date night. Clemento's Pizzeria. For delivery, call 603-782-8450. Clemento's Pizzeria, the best pizza in town. 1875 South Willow Street in Manchester, New Hampshire. Best cocktails around. Come in as friends and leave as family.
Okay, so I was mentioning the doing, because I did it before. I did it plenty of times.
Yeah.
I have certifications in radio, communication, media, and all the fun stuff. I have so much content that I could actually bring to the table. But there's none of them have anything Manchester related.
Okay.
So I'm here now. My priority is to promote and help, people. There's a lot of people here in town that have values and that have so much that they can bring to the table. But nobody really care because everybody's busy making the next buck or whatever it is. But as a newer person in town, sort of,
right.
I've been around for at least 2 years now.
Yeah.
I see so many people coming in with so many more talents and so many things that they can offer, but nobody's there to. And this is why sometimes they just give up. They just,
I agree with
you know what? Nobody noticed that I can do this, and I've been doing this forever. And then last night, example, I met a gentleman downtown named Chuck.
Yeah.
He's a homeless gentleman.
Okay.
34 years old, like to make excuses about why he's there.
Yeah.
And which I think I'm gonna go sit down with him one day, just chat with him. This is literally what this is all about.
Yeah.
Just finding the low niche, low thing of people that nobody really care about.
Yeah.
How long you been doing? You've been doing the radio for a long time too, right?
7 years and a few months now.
And with different people.
What's that?
With different people all the time.
Yeah, like we had. At first it was like, because you know what, people's lives change. People move, something comes up. So those people there for the show are pretty much just, it's all because they're interested in that particular thing. You know what I mean? It's not, nobody's making any.
Your show is so diverse and it's so literally the way that I can actually explain it to people is that you go in there and there's a probability that you're never gonna come out because of where you take the conversations, and it's so interesting with any subject that you.
Yeah, I don't know. Try. Some days I'm like, what are we gonna talk about today?
You heard, and then you go from there, and then I think I heard there was a lady that called in a couple days ago. She was kind of probably
yeah. She was out there
in the morning.
Yeah.
Like, what are you on in this early morning, dude?
Yeah, her story is interesting though. There was one day a couple of weeks ago though, she called up really having a breakdown.
Oh.
And like a real breakdown, and some people don't care for her, like, oh, tell her to hang up on her, blah blah blah. She was having a legitimate breakdown, and it was a thing where I'm like, whoa, this one thing that I'm not going to exploit this. So I told her to calm down. I'd call her after the show, which I did. I called her after the show. Made sure she was all right, and she's just lonely. She has no one to talk to. And
then she wakes up in the morning and then dialing the number, dialing
the number
show on to listen to it.
Yeah, she. Some people, that's all they got.
And once again, you don't know how many people you've been saving lives or you've been changing lives of within the whole 7 years that you've been doing this.
No, during that I got a nice note in the donation box on Friday night, and it says thank you for. People always like, thank you for all you do for the city. I'm like, well, I don't know.
It is really a thing. It is really a thing.
I just want people to laugh, smile, don't crack. Like everyone these days, everyone is such a like, oh yeah, well, why are they doing that? Like, be positive, everyone's, it's not even politics now. It's everything. It's everything.
I think they create a lot of stuff to divide us, to divide our views. And next thing you know, people don't value people's opinion anymore because everybody takes everything personal.
And I try to keep it all, and then I try to tie in different areas of the city, like the mayor, the police department. So.
Mayor's been a mayor for a little bit now, right?
Yeah, she's not running again.
She's running again?
No.
Okay, so I thought she was just...
No, she's not running again. They think... Rumor has it, maybe governor, but I don't know. That's just rumors.
She's been around. I think she's probably stepping up. Like, hey, I got this down pat.
She's very, very. Joyce Craig is a very nice person. Like,
she came in here one time, and I didn't have the chance to meet her because I was around town, networking, shaking people's hands.
Yeah.
My wife was here, but I reached out to her, but I haven't had the chance to get back with her.
Yeah,
since then yet.
They're
But
really, really. I don't know.
Comparatively to Rochester, which is the town that I spent a lot of time here.
Yeah.
In Manchester and New Hampshire, she's more active with the people. She's shaking hands. She's everywhere. She's with the people, comparatively to other mayors. So when I moved to Rochester, there was also a lady that was leading the town as a mayor. I was there running businesses. I have other friends I was running businesses, and nobody ever met the mayor. Like, I don't know how she was running it. I don't know how she was doing it.
Well, now they have an economic development office, which is, believe it or not, fairly new to the city. It's only been a couple years.
Is this with Eric?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's awesome too.
Has he reached out?
No, Eric and I, we have a personal.
Yeah, he's great.
He's a great guy.
Yeah, so he's on the show now every Friday, which is great.
I was gonna ask you, did you have your were you live at the thing you were doing Friday?
No, I wasn't.
You should have.
Well, here's the thing. We got the other show on there, and we used to do live shows quite a bit, but the piece of equipment, because we didn't have we didn't even need electricity. We had a battery pack.
Yeah.
And something happened that we couldn't replace because they don't make it anymore.
What is it, a battery pack?
Not a battery pack. It was something, it was like a Go Live type thing.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. It's a little camera or whatever it is. Is that the one?
Yeah, and camera wasn't even a thing. It was just a radio. The camera, like for the radio show, the camera's just extra, But right now, as we're not doing too much investing into where we are now because it's all going to the new place.
To the new place, yeah.
So we are going to have that kind of technology again.
How's that looking so far?
I went down once so far, so it's going to, because we're moving the TV station too. So that's a big process. That's moving fiber optic lines. It's a big Comcast thing.
Comparatively to thinking that, hey, you just move your stuff, it's more than...
Yeah, so some of the stuff has already started. But basically, we got to go in. We're gutting out the place. We're gutting it out.
So are we hiring contractors, or you just guys...
Yeah, I would assume so. That's not my thing, but I'm sure, yeah, contractors. We're getting new rugs. We're getting all that stuff.
I'm excited for you guys. I'm really excited for you guys.
For the first, instead of being a radio station moving into a room, we're going to build a radio station.
A whole shebang.
Yeah, we're going to build the radio.
That is exciting.
So I'm excited. I think once we're all moved in, it'll be great. I heard before Christmas. At first, it was going to be March next year. Then I've heard before Christmas, and now I'm hearing it might be a little earlier.
That is really exciting, having your own space to do things. But what is beneficial for the town about something like that? What is the town going to get from it? Like,
okay,
for people that doesn't listen to the radio, doesn't watch.
Right. So so if you have a city that's over $100,000, Comcast by law or whatever it is over $100,000, they have to drop some money in so you can fund a public television thing.
Yes.
That's part of the deal on them getting the contract for Manchester.
Do you have connection with Comcast? Because I do have.
Well, yeah. I don't have a connection, but the station is a Comcast base.
I have a great connection with the director. One of the directors of marketing or something he does. I really don't know what he does, but he's in there.
Yeah, this is the whole other side of things. And basically, we get a bunch of money a year to maintain whatever. The city doesn't give us all the money, but whatever, it's not my.
But if it's moving forward, that's what matters. If it's getting you to point A to point B.
More people are going to actually know we're there now because we'll have some signage on that corner, which we don't have now. So it'll be a nice sign. It's going to look nice.
Where's that location at? Is it
right by the Canal Street in Manchester.
So it's downtown then?
Yeah, it's right. Oh, it's still downtown. It's just one street down of Elm Street. So you know where the hotel is, the DoubleTree?
Yes.
So it's right in back of that.
That's awesome.
Right in back of that, and you'll see it.
That's awesome, man. How are you, buddy?
Good, you?
Are you from around here?
Yeah.
in town?
Yeah, well, I live in Goffstown, but I work over on the dairy.
Do you listen to the radio? in the
No,
morning? No, yeah.
Podcast.
Podcast, yeah, that's where everybody's going to now. Yeah, he's Peter Wise is one of the local, I'll say local celebrity.
Oh, I do a radio show. That's it.
Right on. What
And
show?
in the morning show.
It was Peter White. That's
It's on
his,
from 7 to 9. It goes into podcast after.
Right on.
It goes right to podcast.
Yeah.
But do it in the morning.
What?
The past like 7 years. It's 95.3. It's like one tick down from WZID.
Yeah.
WMNH. Yeah, it's on every morning, so it's a great show. I really
I'm
enjoy
glad.
it.
Some days are better than others, but some days, depends
Because
what
it's
we
not prompted. That's why.
It's not scripted at
Yeah.
all. It's
Yeah,
not.
that's the way to do it.
I just roll. I go in there, just go with it.
Yeah.
Whatever's happening in the current events. No political agenda.
You know which one I like? I don't know how to call it. It's not traffic. It's like it's something that it's a segment that you used to do, and I don't remember the name of it. Like you go to I think it's police report that you were reading.
Oh, Under the Radar.
Oh, sir, tell me this
Yes.
This is what
That's because it's lesser known things. It's like the ones you don't see about in the newspaper.
What is one of the funnest one you've ever?
Oh, geez. One of the best Under the Radar.
And you get the whole theme too, the whole sound and everything.
Yeah, it's I don't know. There's a whole bunch of them.
It's really
It's usually something ridiculous. Like
where do you get it? Where do you get them?
Andy gets them. Andy from Manchester Inklink. That's his. That's in Manchester Inklink every Thursday. So we just read them.
That is really funny though. That is one of the funnest one ever.
Yeah, one time I think I had the chief was reading them with us too. The chief of police.
He's probably wrote most of them himself too.
Just funny. They're all the calls like noise complaints, all that stuff. But
One with mayo.
that's his. Yeah.
Love the car.
Huh? Oh, thank you. It's my summer ride. Last year I had a C3 Corvette.
Yeah.
This year I had to step it up and get something slightly older. This is my oldest car I've ever had. Like it's just kind of I'm like,
Cool,
let's
though.
go. It's 69. That thing is 50 something years old.
Last 3 years cars.
We do have I don't want to say a group of people, but we have like Benji.
Yeah.
Benji have an older car. So we have a slightly responsible group because you don't have nobody doing burnouts because those cars can't really,
They don't like it.
because you're probably not going to be able to find that part that you just broke. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So now you got to be careful with what you do with it. We cruise. I'm a cigar fan myself, with a cigar, listening to some Sinatra. I'm not asking for much. You know what I'm saying? Not asking for much at all. But it's a cool ride.
That is cool.
So where do you see yourself in like another 7 years? Are you still gonna?
I don't know. I look at it like this. If I ever went anywhere else, I wouldn't have the control that I have now.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I like doing it. That's all. You know what I mean? I still like being there every morning.
Taking it one morning at a time.
Yeah. If something,
Something found you might think about it.
Well, yeah, but you at this point, like I've been doing it for 7 years, so it's like I'd want to do the same thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's fun. See, he's a sponsor of mine, so like that helps us out too, because we're not millionaires.
Right.
So we did that, and this is pretty much what I'm gonna be. That's the concept. Me just sitting, chatting with someone from here in town
Yeah.
that people probably don't have the chance to know much about or know exactly why they do what they do. And,
Even like Benji.
Benji's gonna be my second person, but he
I
doesn't.
mean-
He's like, what are you doing? What are you putting on me? I'm like, just relax.
No, but Benji is
He's a great fan of Benji as well too.
but he's funny. He
He
really
He's
is.
his own person.
Yeah.
He's his own person. Yeah. Thank you, Peter White.
Oh my
Thank
God,
you.
no.
And as you
Thank
can see, I'm
Thank you.
literally cooking podcasting,
Talking,
recording.
podcasting.
Probably gonna
right
edit
now.
that very soon, and then I'll send it to you so you can see what we have.
Yeah, so if you're doing that editing stuff, send me the audio, whether it's on, we can do it on the radio or whatever. Yeah.
Well, I think I'm probably gonna go TV more than anything else. I've done the radio. It just doesn't. I want to just do something different.
Now it's a little bit different, but there's cable access. You know what that's
Yes,
all
I know
about.
that you have cable access.
We have cable access there, and I think they do charge a dues there because that's the other side of things.
When we get there, we'll figure it out.
Yeah,
Let me get the show
It's like
together.
$100 though for the year. Like,
Yeah,
it's
that's
something
what I'm
like
saying.
that, where you will have a 30-minute every week. Doesn't have to be live. You just go up there at your scheduled time, do the show, and that's it.
I'll put it together because
Do you have Comcast at home now?
I don't have cable. I have Comcast here. I watch you guys on TV all the time.
Yeah, so channel 20. If you put on channel 23, that's all your cable access stuff.
I put you guys
23 is
I put you
cable
guys
access.
on there all the time, especially when you have the live at 3 p.m. as well too.
Yeah,
Just you sometimes.
Matt, I was on there last year. I was on there promoting that Diz's Cafe thing. So.
That's awesome, man. I'm happy that you raised some money. That's a good thing.
That's all I did it for. It was good. It was fun.
Yeah, if you see my friend Chuck downtown, tell him I say hi.
I will. I don't know what's
He's 34. Like to make excuses, and I want to.
Does he have long hair?
No, I don't think he had long hair when I met him. I met him last night. I was with my kids. He's like, "Do you have any change?" I'm like, "Yeah, I do." But let's chat for a minute.
Yeah.
Why? You're 34. I'm 35. What is the difference what is the difference between the both of us?
Yeah.
You are here, and I'm in a different path. What's going on? Let's see if I can alter your course and see what we can do together. I'm looking forward to sit down with him somewhere downtown, just chat, just have a good old man to man.
I see the same people down there pretty much. One guy named David, younger than probably maybe he's around 35 or something, but he's been down there for like 6-7 years. I mean, this guy should have been a Navy SEAL.
What's
he's
the
out
plan?
there. He's out there in the winter. He's got problems.
Yeah,
he's got.
He mentioned that too. He's like, "Hey, depression, drugs, this and that." I'm like, "Okay, I can't speak for that because I never had that problem, so I can't. Hey, you just quit it." But me personally, I just quit drinking. I just quit meat. I just quit. I have the willingness in myself to just be like, you know what, this is something I just want to stop. I'll just stop it. So
I think, I mean, again, it's a little combination of all those: mental illness, depression, drugs.
And it gets all in their heads.
I mean, it almost feels like everything's against it, so you give up. People give up. I don't know. It's
trying to see in their point of view, so I can put myself in.
I had one time. I had a young man on the show who was homeless, and he was crying, and he had, because when he started really talking about why he was there, he started crying, and I think at that point he had exhausted every other outlet he had. Family, friends, because of whatever reason, but it's sad. I don't know. Manchester hasn't always been like that. It's happened all over the country.
Yeah, but we have to. I don't want to say focus, but we have to help the people around us to get better. That's my whole goal. Laconia have it, Rochester have it, Dover probably have it. It's everywhere. But we're here, so we have to make our city slightly brighter than others, because we have people listening to us. We have people paying attention. We have people coming here.
I didn't realize I like doing the radio, but then when I realized all these people are listening, which I was like, started out family, friends, and stuff. Then I'm like, wow. I mean, the mayor's listening, and this is listening.
As soon as you say the mayor's name, she's calling right up. I'm like, does she have other people listening or something? She's been
very nice to me, very kind, and I don't know. Even during COVID, she came in on my 50th birthday and gave me the key to the city.
You have the key to the city, Peter?
Yeah, I got a key to the city. So September 18th, 2020 is officially a proclamation where it was Peter White Day.
So hold on a second. What can you do with that key? What door can you open with it? I need the key to the city somewhere, one way or another.
Yeah.
You know what? I need to find it.
Yeah.
But I'm new to the town, so I'm new to the city.
I mean, I was on the radio like, well, why does Tim Baines have two keys?
Two keys? You can have two keys?
Yeah, I guess you can have two.
No. I think I'm gonna have to call some people. I'm gonna call Eric very shortly to see exactly where.
How do you get a key?
How do I get the key to the city, man? Yeah. That's important to me and the family, dude. Dude, Peter. Pleasure,
oh my
man.
God! Thank you. I could have come in this week and eat anyway. I just got some errands.
I know where to find you, Peter. You that showing up don't bother me because we talk more than you and I. We go back and forth and chat. This is what kills a lot of people. The problem is no matter what time it is, no matter what it is, that smile is always going to be consistent. At this point, it's so clear that believe it or not, you have to go through certain period of your life to understand the type of friends and the type of people. And I like to always mention that, and pretty much all the lives that I've done before, is that some people are in your life for a reason and some people are there just for a season. We can't fight that because it's just in human nature to be who they are and who they always gonna be. It's good to understand that not everybody's gonna be there with you through thick and thin, or through thick and thin. Not everybody, because some people already want you to fail from the day that they meet you. They want you to fail. They want you to not do well. They want you to suffer. They want you and your family, your kids, not to do well at all whatsoever. If you've been following, I'm usually the person that takes a couple seconds of my day to motivate or to find ways to help other people understand what lives can bring to you. No matter what circumstances you have going on, or no matter what you have in life, husband, family, wife, financial, career, it doesn't really matter what time it is. It all depends on what you see, and once again, your experience will always make it that you can do better tomorrow. So you know for a fact you're not going to allow yourself to go through certain things anymore because you're not taking certain paths anymore. I haven't had time to post a video in a long time. Let me take a second by saying, you watching right now, or you'll be watching tomorrow, you'll be watching sometime soon, there's a lot of people that you are shaking hands with right now, that you are drinking the same bottle or you are eating the same plate of food today, that doesn't want you to see you, that doesn't want to see you prevail, that doesn't want to see you smile, that doesn't want to see you and your family make any step forwards. There are people right around you now, texting you, calling you, that are there for just a reason. And you also have a couple that are just there for a season. Remember that. My name is Gregg Joseph. I'll see you guys some other time.
Clemento's Pizzeria, family friendly, awesome for a date night. Clemento's Pizzeria. For delivery, call 603-782-8450. Clemento's Pizzeria, the best pizza in town. 1875 South Willow Street in Manchester, New Hampshire. Best cocktails around. Come in as friends and leave as family.